Well, today everybody's favorite vice president jumped into the race, um, Biden, and I'm going to articulate why he has no chances of winning. So let's start from the get go by going to social media. Now, if you're like me, you're a person who frequents websites on the internet outside of YouTube, like Twitter, where there are a lot of people who I like to claim have Bernie derangement syndrome, which is a I characterize it as people who don't really oppose Sanders' ideas, like his positions on substantive issues, but they found themselves really wrapped around this idea of, oh, I hate him because if he didn't run in the primary, Hillary would have won the general. And, you know, they go and back people who are effectively trying to emulate him, like Harris or Booker or, Warren or Gillibrand, whoever, just different individuals who have at least on a verbal level shown themselves to want to emulate or be identical to him in policy substance. And it was really funny to watch a lot of the different clips we've seen of Biden over the last 2 years, because he's going to have to play this game where basically all those polls where he's in the top or the front are the combination of name recognition and people that don't want Sanders. Sometimes it's people who just like don't know that much about Sanders still, and sometimes it's the other one. But he's going to have to sample some of that no way, no how anti-Bernie vote between him and 18 other people. Which already is terrible, because see, here's how identity politics works now. If Biden was a woman, it doesn't matter how old he is, right? If he was a female, he would not be told something to the effect of Caucasian males need to step down or sit in line or whatever. See, because I'm not someone who's like it believes in reverse racism, I'm not going to say because of your ethnicity or the fact that people of your ethnicity in the past served in this office, you should just be quiet and hush and let someone that looks like me or another person run. But that group is largely composed of people that, again, don't like Sanders. And even if he himself is not Sanders and they don't agree on much of anything, you're still going to get stuck with him getting the back burner of that crazed group that wants to do their little racist stuff. So that's all well and good. But going over to another reason for why we should just basically say, all right, well, this is perfectly fine. You also have to throw in the fact that whenever there's a crowded field of people, it's harder to stand out. Now, he has, again, one thing that people don't have, which is name recognition. But how many people that know who he is actually know what he supports or his views on anything? And when you throw that in with a bunch of active senators who, to their credit, have shown themselves to have votes that accompany their position, just like with Gillibrand, she's going around. Now, I said before, I like Mattis. He was the only one of Trump's cabinet picks that I thought was okay, because he was an experienced person in by his position, and actually disagreed with Trump on a couple of things. That you get my point. So she was the only person to vote against him. So she gets to go around with her little, wonderful staff, sarcasm there, and say, oh, Senator Gillibrand's the only one who voted against all of Trump's nominees. And she'd be right to say that, because that's true. But in the case of Trump, or rather in the case of Biden, it's literally just, well, I was the vice president for 8 years. Okay, what did you do as vice president? Well, I was the understudy of the president. I have experience. Okay, but what did you do? Like, it's literally the Hillary stuff, where the people who like these politicians, right, or at least would vote for them over Trump, don't even know anything about their record in office. And then the people that do know about their record, whether they're a progressive or a Republican, can't stand them. They're sick of them. They have the curse of knowledge, basically. The fact, this viewpoint that is based around you being sick of this person and knowing who they are. And that's exactly why the rest of us that identify as progressives are sick of Biden, and we're not going to switch our support for him. I predict he'll probably get maybe the Iowa and then drop out. I think it's going to be Sanders and Harris that just bury everybody else. That Mayor is going down, O'Rourke is going down. It's going to be a hot skip and a jump. Just people just going and going and going. So thank you for watching and have a good day.